Hello, this is Don C. Weber, once again here at the SANS ICS Summit for another ICS concept video. This time I'm joined by Mike Hoffman and Gloria Cedillo, and they both work for Dragos, and their talk was about defining security functions to gain visibility from PLCs. So that sounds really interesting, but can you kind of let everybody know kind of what your talk is about?
Yes, sure. So the idea was to generate some functions from the PLC to give awareness to the operation people and also to get that information as a form on logs and then forward to the CM. So for further investigation, and it's more like logs to build using diagnostic systems that normal engineers use.
Okay.
So using those built-up functions, you can generate that kind of libraries.
So it's not like log in information. It's more like what's actually going on with the PLC, but more information than just what's going on with the process.
Yeah, it's both. So you can detect several different abnormalities. It could go from the performance of the controller to also process functions.
Okay. Mike, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the key takeaways as well is utilizing what's already in the PLC. So we're not within the talk. It's not about building out or having new capabilities that you have to go implement on more hardware, software, those kind of. It's about just using what already the PLC provides, the data it provides, and it's using that, extracting that out for the operation and security. So with that, as Gloria said, you can do it with multiple different function blocks. In the talk, we talked about the transportability of these and using them parameterized, where you can easily implement this from one PLC to the other PLC, those kind of things. So you'd deploy this. Of course, everything's somewhat difficult, but at ease if you would take that throughout your environment. So yeah.
So, Gloria, Mike was mentioning when we were talking about it a little bit earlier about how you're trying to work with vendors and get some of this, like some templates or something pre-built out. Can you elaborate on that just a little bit?
Yes, sure. So the idea is to generate blocks like embedded functions.
Okay.
And from there, because you just have to parameterize those functions, it will be easy for anybody from CMs to get that information out. And also for engineers just to have to parameterize those blocks. It's not that you have to recreate the logic all the time, or engineers will say, I would like to do this like this type of programming, because even any person thinks different. So the blocks will be like, the logic will be different, right?
Yes.
So having like the same kind of blocks, it will help everybody to get information from the PLCs.
That's really interesting. So this is more generated for programmers and engineers. Is that the audience for this talk?
Yes, it can be more for the engineer. It can be between security and engineers, because at the end they are going to program and parameterize all the blocks. So yes, it's gonna be more like, but it's not like a best practices. It's something that they can utilize, and they know already with the diagnostics, because they already don't do that when they generate diagnostics from the systems.
Excellent. I'm really looking forward to when they publish it. So the talk should be published in about a few weeks out on the SANS ICS YouTube site. So where can people get more information, either from you, get in contact with you?
Yeah, so you can get me on LinkedIn, of course, Twitter, ICS Security Geek is my handle, and also through Dragos. And Gloria and I have been working on these subjects a couple different ways. So we have a couple blogs out on some of this topics. So feel free to go look at those resources. Also, you utilize this however you will.
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for talking with us, and I really appreciate it.